Hey guys, it's Alex from Alpha Comics and Games. I am interrupting your regularly scheduled Quid Pro Roll episode to let you know that not only do we have a Patreon at patreon.com/Goblins Growlers, where you can get access to some really cool additional Quid Pro Roll content, but we also have Quid Pro Roll content available now at Alpha Comics and Games in Willow Lawn. If you ever want to check us out, we'd love to see ya. And now, on to the episode and all. Thank you guys so much for listening.
I really like the idea of we do 55 and then top of the hour, which means we need to wait 21 minutes for our next one. Stay focused.
Just keep it in.
Keep your eye on the clock, yo.
By scale, by color, by blood and shade, by famine and flight, by the ancient name, we serve her will. May the Queen be released. These are the Diaries of Dragon Priests.
Battle rages, even outside Venturion. Ambushes, skirmishes, full-scale war. Banners from Alaria, Tel-Air, and Ocean Var stand and fall along Boros flags. In the aftermath of a devastating fight, we look in on a victorious dragonborn dragon priest, resting outside a blasted heath of a battlefield.
Calder is currently sitting on a stump, occasionally rolling his shoulders, breathing deeply, focusing, recovering. He's a larger white dragonborn, strong and muscular.
Smoke billows off of a crater next to him. And as you look at it, you hear your dragon's voice in your head, a very faint, a simple call.
Home. Now.
You recognize the tone immediately as panic.
Arax, are you okay?
A repeat of the previous phrase of home now.
Calder shoots up to a standing position. He had some bandages in his laps that he just dropped to the ground. He looks around fervently, trying to see signs for his brother or his brother's dragon, as Calder had returned from the battle earlier, but Drax had wanted to stay to enjoy the battle more.
This particular battle was a victory for the Chromatics, while the war in general goes undecided. And there are several others that were on your side that still wander back from the battle. Though you appear to be the only dragon priest still standing until you see your brother wander in towards you.
Brother!
Drax, you live.
I live. 2 toes short, though. Got me in the end. He'll, hold up one booted foot that has clearly got, an edge, shaved off.
Have you heard from your dragon?
Yes. Something urgent. Spooky. Said to go home?
I got the same message. We need to go. Something's wrong.
But I was just warming up.
We need to go, brother.
Fine.
You both know the fastest way back to across the mountains would be to utilize the liminal space accessible only to dragon priests, the space between spaces.
Calder takes a minute, centers himself, takes a breath, and with various hand motions, he opens up the portal. After you, brother.
Such a gentleman, as always. And he'll limp in.
Better for me to keep an eye on you when you're in front of me.
A small trickle of blood squirts with every footstep.
Calder thinks to say something about it, but he knows that Drax wouldn't listen anyway. He's just like, oh, that's going to be a mess.
Stepping through the portal into the space between spaces, you both arrive outside of the one of many sort of drinking halls, neutral spaces for dragon priests to rest on their travels between travels. And immediately coming out of this place, not looking where they are going, is a black-robed, very hastened-looking dragon priest that almost crashes into the two of you.
Watch it!
You almost ran into us.
You're in the way.
Mind yourself, tiny man.
What? You're acting very casual.
We were just told to come home, like a far-off dinner bell. Have you heard something else?
The priest indicates the raucous commotion behind himself. Perhaps pay attention to context a little better. There's a lot going on right now, and I've heard a variety of rumors. Some say the war is already turning.
Really? What gave that impression?
You'll have to ask someone else. My dragon calls for me. And he steps abruptly between the two of you and immediately gates out.
What a rude tiny man.
The small ones are always rude.
This is true.
Calder takes a minute and kind of surveys the scene.
You do see several dragon priests, ones that you have even known to be more stoic and collected, moving with an urgency, and others that you know to be younger, newer dragon priests, sprinting with sheer panic and fear.
This does not bode well, brother.
I don't understand. We kicked their butts. I don't think the war is turning. It seems impractical.
The supply lines always did get more nervous than the fighters when war happens.
Precisely, brother. I'm sure everything is fine.
You see a gate open up near one of the buildings, though instead of a dragon priest stepping through, an explosion rattles through the gate and a dragon priest's body flies through, hitting the wall.
I redact my previous statement.
The portal is immediately closed by another dragon priest stepping by, as several of them look at the dead/dying body and step around/over it.
Brother, what could this mean?
Hard to say. I don't think I've ever seen a priest get blown through their portal before.
It's quite meaty.
You both once again hear your dragon's command, this time sounding even more urgent, almost impatient.
Calder quickly, he has a satchel, little hip sacks, and he quickly reaches into one and tosses some gauze over to Drax. Patch that up. They don't like blood.
Drax will catch the gauze, waddle up to the nearby bar, just steal an unattended thing that looks like the highest alcohol percentage of whatever is available on the table. Take a shot, steal another one, pour it on his foot, and bandage it up real quick.
While he's doing that, Calder is going to go and inspect the body.
Usually a heavily policed place, you find it opportunistic and amusing that the sort of security, the people who run the establishment seem to be very busy elsewhere. Calder, as you approach the body, you can see the telltale markings of magical fire having bursted on this person as they seem to have, as they created their portal to escape possibly a losing conflict. Another is a red dragon priest, it would appear.
Calder gets up, walks back over to Drax as he's patching himself up. He wasn't killed by normal means. This was magical fire.
Dying by magic is still dying.
No. Oh, God, you're a fool sometimes. No, this is not regular fire. This is...
a big fire. A bad fire.
Yes, bad fire, bad. Drax, yes.
Yes.
All right.
Stepping out of the tavern, similarly is another red dragon priest that bears similar robes to the one that got exploded through the portal.
Gorthak is a 6-foot burly, very muscular, very hairy individual. His long sort of auburn hair hanging down to the hood of his red dragon priest robes. This damnable fool.
What happened?
He tried to open a gate to escape active fire heading his direction. He could have blown the whole place to pieces. Thankfully, his body shielded the gate from the worst of it.
And where do you come from?
Eastern edge of Boris Empire.
How goes the battle there?
Bad. We had things relatively under control when the Oceanvarians were there. Then, seemingly as if from nowhere at all, an entire brigade of Virian troops gated in. Suddenly, we weren't fighting on one front, and our exposed side was open to all kinds of magical mayhem. Their wizards and sorcerers called in hellfire from above. And this idiot tried to gate out of the situation instead of protecting himself.
They say a coward dies twice. Too bad this one only died once.
Hear the body sputter.
The tower. Emberlyn.
Words.
Yes. It's a shame what happened to Amberlyn.
What happened?
Have you not heard?
No, we were on the northern front.
We had priests gate to us as reinforcements from Venturion itself. They watched as Amberlyn and her group created some sort of massive vortex in the sky. Something happened atop that tower, but the vortex is now gone, and so is the presence of Shyam on this plane.
Did she go to the mountains? Then she would be not on the plane.
That's not exactly the variety of plane I spoke of. I mean, like, life and existence.
A tiger.
Whatever massive ritual she was performing, it seems based on the number of explosions, screams, people falling to their death from the tower, we have every reason to believe that she has been routed and whatever she and Cheyenne were trying to accomplish has failed. There's a new opening for top black dragon in this world.
Brother, I am very confused.
I'll explain it to you later, Drax. We should go.
A small journeys from the mountains of Oceanvar is the dour Castle Blackstrake. Deep within the twisting labyrinthine halls, we look upon Marfa, mid-ritual.
Marfa Blackstrake, the Fell Hand, is a middle-aged human woman with chestnut brown hair moosed back, cut nice and short, just long enough to tickle the ears. Shoots of gray go through it. Green eyes sparkle in the wan light of the candles. Her right arm, an ugly lump of bands of iron, hooked together in dizzying patterns, works away at the somatic components of a spell. Laid before her in her study is a wide, magical circle, done in pure white chalk. Amidst the cobblestones and flagstones, candles burning with a strange green light mark the space. And at the center of this circle is a single black dragon whelpling, calling and crying uselessly at magical bonds as Marfa incants. My will is as iron. My word is law. As I've bound your family, I shall bind you as well. Welcome to the flock. And one claw from her prosthesis rakes across the palm of her left hand, blood draining into the ritual circle. Sparks of magical fire and the burning fumes of acid fill the room.
High in the corner, far back corner of the room, in one of the cages, a small, semi-draconic looking bird-like creature, a mixture of feathers and scales on its somewhat mutated body, calls out to you a warning. Someone at your door, interrupting your ritual.
Marfa will shake her palm, loose drops of blood flying down to the cobblestones before she turns and languidly approaches the door, tearing it open. Wood and iron from the knob cracking in her fist.
Standing outside of the door is one of your servants. Knees shaking slightly. This one you recognize, or at least you think you do, as one that's I think been here for maybe two, maybe 3 weeks. You haven't remembered a name, though you are mostly certain they have one.
A rather withered-looking kobold stands at the doorway. Mistress, there's been urgent news.
Urgent enough to interrupt me on the day of little Varan's ascension to the flock, on the day that we chose to forego the battlefield, my home away from home. Please tell me, just how urgent is this news? One iron nail running down the side of this little kobold's cheek.
I was told that I would either deliver this missive immediately, or the priest that brought it would end my life and deliver it himself. And the kobold proffers a envelope of tattered brown parchment with a black wax seal.
Marfa will take it in her good hand and crack the seal with her other. Pulling it out, what does she see?
Scrawled hastily, but with still decent penmanship. The words simply, Emberlyn and Cheyenne have fallen. The world is changing. Do with this what you will, Blackstrake. And then signed, and it has like just the letter E.
The edges of the paper begin to smoke as bubbling acid pools across it until it falls into a limp, useless pile on the floor. Marfa smiles, a genuine, wicked grin, and she reaches down to her little kobold. You've done so well bringing this to me.
Oh, good. I was a little concerned that maybe it was basically death either way.
Oh, it's not always death. Though I will have the others take one of your digits. It's only fair.
You see another kobold clamber up, missing, has 2 fingers total amongst their 2 hands. Kind of walks over holding a tray.
I have your afternoon hot chocolate. Is now the right time? I can't tell time.
Mistress, I think you should be reminded that while I am a fully grown adult kobold, I am only 8, so if you take one of my digits, I won't exist.
The difficulties of being a shepherd. Very well. You may keep your digits as a reward for your youthful vigor and your timely action as a messenger in this moment. But only if you choose to thin the ranks. And she will gesture over to the 2-digited hot chocolate bearer. Because this is an interruption that cannot be allowed to pass.
Yes, of course, mistress. I will take care of this for you immediately. And the one kind of coppery kobold yanks the tray of hot chocolate out of the 2 different kobolds' hands and sets it on a side table and says, "You heard her. You now, you have to go and run around the castle 4 times, and also you'll be eating half the dinner. We're thinning the ranks."
Okay. I'll go do that right now. I'm not very good at running. I only have 3 toes left.
See to it that you yell every time you finish a lap.
Yes, Kobold.
And immediately takes off sprinting. You hear the plap, 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 plap of the little kobold feet on the carpeted hardwood floors.
The coppery kobold picks up the tray with the hot chocolate, which now is like half of it has sloshed onto the tray itself and is dribbling down the side of the mug. And he holds it forward and says, And would you care for your hot cocoa now, or would you like me to go heat it up for later, or...
My dear child, now is not the time for chocolate beverages. And she'll like gently but firmly push the platter back down to the floor and usher him into the room.
Oh, okay.
I must away to see my lady, but time is of the essence. Over there, in the wardrobe, you will find 3 leather tubes with messages written on vellum on them. You will take those and you will deliver them by hand. And if you do not, there are much worse consequences than death.
Yes, my lady. Of course, my lady. I will see to it that it is done immediately.
Wonderful. And she will, like, sort of tousle his knot hair with the iron hand.
Yes.
Before turning, and she will sort of, like, backhand the air, ripping a hole into the space between spaces and walking in.
Hi, I have some thank yous I would like to say to the Patreon to make this show possible. And I want to give each of y'all a mushroom. Captain Envy, you are the beautiful Rusula. Jedros Gaming, the horse mushroom. Domovoy, how could you be anything other than the inside-out agaric? Elizabeth Lee, you're the giant puffball. Jeff Buck, absolutely you are the livid Intoloma. Thank you all so much.
I'm recording me doing nothing, and scene.
And scene.